These are countries with little to no room to build new homes and workplaces for people. Hence, people in these countries have no choice but to live in closer quarters than people who live in more spacious countries. Here are the 10 countries with highest population density in the world. 10. Nauru. Nauru is a tiny island country that sits roughly on the border between the North and South Pacific Ocean, northeast of the Solomon Islands and south of the Marshall Islands. Its population is less than 11,000, but the country has a high population density of 635.2 people per square km. Nauru is the third smallest country in the world by land area. Only Monaco and Vatican City are smaller. 9. Barbados. Barbados is a small island country in the eastern Caribbean Sea. The country's population is approximately 287,000. Around a third of the island's inhabitants live in the country's capital and largest city, Bridgetown. The rest live in smaller towns and rural areas. The population density of Barbados is 666.61 people per square km. The island is a popular tourist destination. 8. Lebanon. Lebanon is on the east coast of the Mediterranean Sea, and is bordered by Israel to the south, and by Syria in all other directions. The country has a population just shy of 6.8 million, and a population density of 669.49 people per square km. Lebanon has seen several waves of migration. Between 1975 and 2011, for example, around 1.5 million people emigrated from the country. Lebanon is also the home of some 1 million refugees, mostly Palestinian, Iraqi, and Syrian. The country's largest city is its capital, Beirut, with more than 2.4 million residents. 7. Palestine. The West Bank and Gaza Strip, which the United Nations recognizes as the State of Palestine, has a population of almost 5.2 million. The population density of the two disputed territories is 759 per square km. However, the Gaza Strip, in which about 2 million Palestinians live, is much more densely populated. As of 2018, the population density of the Gaza Strip alone was 5,479 people per square km. 6. Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a relatively small country on the Indian subcontinent. It is bordered to the south by the Bay of Bengal, to the southeast by Burma, and in all other directions by India. The country is home to nearly 166 million people. Its population density is 1,239.58 people per square km. Bangladesh's largest city is its capital, Dhaka, in which more than 14.4 million people live. 5. Malta. Malta is a small island country in the Mediterranean Sea, south of the Italian island of Sicily. It has a population of around 442,000, and its population density is 1,514.47 people per square km. Most of Malta's population is situated on the main southern island, which is also called Malta, as is the country's capital, Valletta, the smallest capital in the European Union. Malta's largest city, Birkirkara, has just over 21,000 residents. 4. Maldives. The country of the Maldives consists of 26 atolls based in the Indian Ocean, about 430 miles, 700 kilometers, from Sri Lanka. Its population is around 542,000, and its population density is 1,718.99 people per square km. The largest city in the Maldives is its capital, Male, which has more than 103,000 residents. 3. Bahrain. Bahrain is a small island kingdom in the Persian Gulf, off the east coast of Saudi Arabia. More than 1.7 million people live in the country, whose population density is 2,012.1 people per square km. About 89% of Bahrain's population is urban, and most of it is concentrated in the north. The country's largest population center is its capital, Manama, which has a population of approximately 147,000. 2. Singapore. Singapore is a small city-state in Southeast Asia. Most of its territory consists of a small island off the coast of Malaysia. Whereas Singapore was once a very poor country, it is now an economic powerhouse and the largest port in Southeast Asia. Close to 5.9 million people live in Singapore. The country's population density is 7,953 people per square km. Unlike other densely populated jurisdictions that struggle to provide adequate housing for their people, Singapore has been very successful in providing housing to its citizens. 1. Monaco. Monaco is a tiny principality in Europe, on the northern coast of the Mediterranean Sea. It is surrounded by France on its non-coastal borders. The country's population is just 38,960, which makes it one of the world's least populous countries. But inasmuch as Monaco has very few people, those people are tightly packed into a space of just 0.75 square miles, 1.21 square km, which makes Monaco the second smallest country by land area. Only Vatican City is smaller. Monaco's population density is 19,083.37 people per square kilometer, making it the most densely populated country in the world. Thanks for watching the video. Do like, share and comment on the video. Do subscribe to the channel.